Tampa. It's been an exciting first few days of spring training for Yankees shortstop Troy Tulowitzki, who has joined the franchise with a newfound appreciation for just feeling good, feeling healthy. Spending the entire 2018 season on the Toronto Blue Jays' disabled list was a mental grind. The five-time All-Star and former face of the Colorado Rockies missed everything about baseball, especially simple take-for-granted things such as fielding ground balls on a backfield early in the morning before a spring training practice. "I love this game so much," Tulowitzki said Wednesday at his Steinbrenner Field locker. "I've been just like a gym rat of baseball. I love being in the cage. I love being on the field. Taking a full year off was tough for me. Plan your trip to spring training. Travel services at TripAdvisor, cheapflights.com, Uber, Priceline, Expedia, Orbitz." Tulowitzki feels like his old self again after many months of resting and rehabbing from surgeries last April 2nd that removed bone spurs from both of his feet. "It's just been a long road," he said. "To have that surgery with both feet, I fractured my ankle. It took its toll, but I'm still here standing and I feel good and I can't wait to prove myself." He wants to prove to the Yankees that he was good choice to be a fill-in starter at shortstop until Didi Gregorius returns from Tommy John surgery sometime this summer. He also wants to prove the Blue Jays wrong for giving up to him to the point he was released last Dec. 11 with $38 million guaranteed, still on a 10-year, $157.5 million contract that runs through 2020. More than anything though, Tulowitzki is hungry to contribute in any way for a World Series championship team, and that's why he passed on other opportunities to sign with the Yankees on Jan. Even though it could mean he'll be a backup for a half season or more, depending on Gregorius' return date. "I want a chance to win," Tulowitzki said. Tulowitzki, 34, has been to the postseason just 4 times in his 12 seasons, mostly notably in 2017 when the Rockies beat the Phillies and Diamondbacks in the NL playoffs before being swept in the World Series by the Red Sox. "I want a ring," he said. "I've done a lot of things in my career. That's one thing that's missing. I've been close, but I want a ring. It was strictly on that. That's what I'm excited for." Tulowitzki says he didn't opt for the Yankees because Gregorius' injury creates an opportunity, and he signed on with them knowing Manny Machado was still on the free agent market and a possibility to also join the club. "Once I signed here, I was committed, no matter what happened," Tulowitzki said. "You sign up to be a Yankee to play with the best players. I knew what was in front of me. I knew what could happen. But I've always believed in my abilities ever since I was a young player. I've been in tough situations before and had to earn my way on teams. It's just the game of baseball. It's a different challenge for me, but I'm ready for it." The Yankees like what they see so far from Tulowitzki in batting practice and fielding drills. "We signed a healthy player," manager Aaron Boone said after Wednesday's practice. "That's the reason we brought him in here. We did our due diligence about where he was, so we knew where he was physically, in a really good place. The question now for him is going to be the ability to bounce back. Can he endure the rigors of being a regular? But he looks really good moving around in the field and where he's at this point with his swing." Tulowitzki doesn't want to think about what his role could be when Gregorius, one of baseball's premier shortstops, returns. That could lead to Tulowitzki, if he's healthy and contributing, being a part-time player who gets at-bats as a DH or perhaps playing a new position, such as first base. "I'm not worried about that," he said. "I'm worried about just doing the best job I can to fill in for Didi. Things work themselves out. I just want to do whatever I can to help this team win." Boone isn't thinking ahead to mid-season, either. "We'll prepare Tulo as though he's getting ready to play shortstop," he said. "I don't think we'll look at him at other positions, certainly during spring training. If we're talking about that a couple months into the season as Didi's coming back, we're probably in a pretty good place. Hopefully we get to that point." Tulowitzki sitting a lot in the second half could spark trade rumors, but he doesn't seem interested in being moved at any point this season to play more elsewhere. That's why he requested and received a no-trade clause in his one-year contract with the Yankees, who only are required to pay him major league minimum of $555,000 with the Jays on the hook for the rest of the $38 million. It means something to me to commit to a team and not want to go anywhere else, Tulowitzki said. I want to be here. I want to be here the whole time, and I think that was important for me to have that in there. Randy Miller may be reached at rmiller@newfoundmedia.com. Follow him on Twitter at @BrandyMiller. Find NJ.com on Facebook.